everyone doing this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday Payday Team Effort Network morning? It is a beautiful day indeed, and I hope that you have welcomed this day and embraced this day with great success in your heart and your mind. I hope you have set your goals for the day, for the week. I hope you are staying focused on reaching those goals throughout the week, because you know what? When you, what does it say? If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So you have to understand each morning when you get up the importance of setting your goals for today and having that focus to get it done. Well, family, you have down into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, one-star DQ qualifier, Pastor Del Wafer. The line is open, family. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
Happy Payday.
Well, good morning. Was that Robert? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Go right ahead and introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
Evelyn.
Good morning. Hi, Sandy. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Pastor Denise. This is Maria from Santa Maria, California.
Hi, Maria. How's everything going there in California?
I'm here every day.
Well, you guys are knocking out the ball field there in California. You're doing a great job.
Top of the morning.
Here, Maria.
Top of the morning is Executive Founding Member Maureen Murphy-Smith.
Oh, there's a superstar. How's it going, Miss Superstar? How are you?
Man, I'm still excited. I'm so excited.
I hear that. I hear you're not getting any sleep, Maureen.
Listen, I have to I tell myself, calm down, Maureen, calm down. Now, that's serious stuff when you're talking to your bloody self and you're telling yourself to calm down. Every time I think about this new trim by 10, and Pastor D, I can't wait to get that trim by 10.
Well, guess what? It's being shipped out as of today. So we know it's on the way.
Good.
And I would say, Maureen, don't calm down now. Keep the energy going and tell everyone like you're doing about the trim and the vitamin spray, and just keep growing your team, because your team is growing tremendously. You're adding people every week, aren't you?
Yes, sir. And guess what? I got my first new platinum partner.
Well,
hello.
Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations. Somebody's going to Disney World.
That's right. If I can do it, you guys can do it too. I'm telling you, go after those big shops. They believe in the product as well. Trim by 10.
That's
all right.
Wow. Well, thank you. Well, come on, family. Who else is with us? Go right ahead. Introduce yourself.
This is Jerome Tucker from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Hi, Mr. Tucker. How are you, sir?
You got to stop calling me Mr. Tucker. You make me think you're talking about my dad.
Hey, that's just mad respect for you, sir.
I appreciate it.
Good to hear you this morning. Good to hear you.
It's good to be heard.
Keep you coming, family. Who else is with us this morning?
Soda, Louisville, Kentucky.
Hi. What's up, Miss Vicky?
That's Vicky. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Executive Founding Member Vicky Soto, family. How are you, Vicky?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful.
And I see you guys are adding new people every week to the team. So I know the excitement from the big event is still flowing.
Well, we have a new member from Australia.
Woo!
A new diamond. A diamond from Australia, yes.
Wow. Welcome to Diamond from Australia. Wow. See, someone with their position. Someone knew someone in Australia. And we just opened, Vicky, what was it, like 2 weeks ago in Australia?
Yes, and he was waiting. When it opened, he just jumped in overnight.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Now, all right, who you doing in Australia, family? Reach out to them. They're waiting. Vicky said they've been waiting. He jumped right on.
Don Joseph, Emeryville, California.
All right, Mr. Joseph, how are you, sir?
I am doing wonderful. I'm glad the trim is on his way.
Trim is on his way. We can stop holding our breath now. We can breathe again.
That's right.
Olivia Murray, Oxon Hill, Maryland.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Marilyn, how are you? I know you can't hear me. Well, you can hear me. I can't hear you right now, but welcome. And thank you all for dialing in. Thank you so very much. You know, we're hearing some wonderful things happening. As you heard Vicki Soto just say that they have their first sign-up in Australia, and that is wonderful. We just opened in Australia just a few weeks ago, but they had someone that they knew there that they had been sharing sprays with, and since we opened Australia, that person jumped right on. This is what we're talking about. Mel Gill told us before. He said to grow the business, grow locally, but think globally. So if you know people that's in the areas that we're going to, get the word out there, share with them, because they're watching. They see you on Facebook, they see you on social media, they hear what's going on, and they're in a position ready to take advantage of what we have. So if you know anyone in Australia, if you know anyone that knows anyone that's in Australia, you know, reach out to them. And in all the other places that we're going into, and we've already launched in, you want to, you know, think globally. Reach out to those areas because people are ready to go in. I signed up my first person from Dubai last month, so there you go. You just think about folks that you know and reach out to them, share the information to them. It's so easy to share now what we have with all the videos that are coming from corporate. I thank Robert Hickens, the Director of Sales Communication. He's really doing a wonderful job getting all the different videos out to break down and to explain the different packages that we have. We have a full platinum compensation plan on the video, explain it in just a few minutes. And that's a wonderful tool to use. We have the Trim by 10 has its own website. I hope that you visited that website and click on all the different buttons to see everything to know about the 50 million, about the product itself, how it works with the Trim by 10, the compensation plan, the ingredients that's in the product. So if you have not used that website, you need to be on that website, and that website is www.thethwsolution.com, www.thethwsolution.com. Go to that website and just click on the links and forward it to your friends and guests that's interested in learning more about what's happening here at Team Up Network because it's happening, and it's happening fast. And it's like, who said it early on the call? I can't remember who said it. Terrence, just talking to them, how they're, I think Maureen said it, Maureen Murphy-Smith, she's going after the big dreamers. You have to understand, Pam, do you remember in Las Vegas, Mel Gill said that this compensation plan that has been enhanced, everything that's been added to it, the diamond and the gold platinum, that this is for the big dreamers. What did he mean when he said that? With this comp plan, the big dreamers are going to get it. The guys are out there that's looking for something big, looking to make that investment and get a good return on their money. And this is it. You're talking about going diamond and then upgrading to platinum and a $200 fast track bonus. Oh, the big dreamers get that. Just show that to them. Of course, the product first, because the product is amazing. The product is what gets everyone in. And why is that? Because our product is a product that say, I work. We're getting wonderful results from the vitamin sprays. We have testimonies upon testimonies. We have a testimonial flip chart. If you want that flip chart, you can order that. It's on the website, vitaminspraysnow.com. We have testimonies from the Trim by 10, and that was just released at our launch, but already some amazing testimonies from the Trim by 10. And the compensation plan, to be compensated for sharing a product that is making such a difference in people's lives, is priceless. So the big dreamers are the ones that understand, yes, sign me up for diamond, upgrade me right away to platinum, and that's a $200 fast start bonus along with a 150 cycle, along with other, payments that go along with that. So share this with the big dream. Go out there and reach those that you think are too busy, or even those you think that's already making too much money. I don't think you're going to have a problem. They're looking for ways to invest their money, and they're also looking for ways to help other people. So don't limit yourself, when it comes to sharing what you do. Reach outside your borders. Go big. Go after the big dreamers. They will embrace it and they will take it, and you will not regret it. Well, it's Thursday. Wednesday. Wednesday is April the 15th. Some are going to cry and some are going to laugh because it's tax day for some of us. But you know what? It's payday if you're a Team Member Network. So if it's tax day, don't worry because you're going to get paid. You got the money to pay whatever taxes you owe. And if you do owe money, then you're not, work your business a little bit more and get some more deductions so you won't owe as much taxes. But also we know that the Trim by 10, yes, is being shipped out as of today. So get ready, family. Get yourself ready. Throw your empty boxes away. You can throw it away now because a full boxes of Trim by 10 are in the mail on the way. And for those who took advantage of that wonderful gift offered us by Amy Gill and signed up before Monday, you got an extra box of Trim by 10. My goodness, what a blessing that was. So, family, it's in the mail. It's on the way. Get your shows and your testing parties lined up and ready because it's coming. Well, I'm excited for Wednesdays also because we have this phenomenal young lady that comes on and just gives us some wonderful information in regards to our health, physical, how to take care of the body, nutritional-wise, and she always gives us a wonderful picture of how these vitamin sprays and the Trim by 10 works hand in hand with your body and with your health and with your wealth. So let's welcome to the call ShakenaDay. Shakena, are you there?
I'm here. Good morning. How are you doing?
I am doing great, and I'm excited to hear that. I missed you last Wednesday. I really did. I was away, but I did listen to that recording. I said, oh, yeah, that was some good mess right there to talk about. I shared that link on my Facebook page, and everybody liked it. People wanted to hear that. Sometimes those questions people don't like to ask, but it's important to know. So thank you, and the professional way that you did that to share what a healthy bowel movement is. Thank you, Shakena.
No problem. Well, today I guess I'm a little all over the place because it's a couple of things that I want to talk about. Just understanding, what I spoke about last week and the importance of, the digestive system and how it plays a major role in our immune system. I wanted to stay on that track, but of course also, bring to light some other topics as well. One thing that statistics show is that 70% of your immune system starts within the digestive tract. So pretty much if you want to stay healthy, you need to keep your gastrointestinal system in a clean, healthy state. So pretty much we can actually do that because we have products can help with that. We have the amaranth, we have the quinoa, we have the chicory. All of those things can actually help aid in the digestive process. And that's very important that and very powerful that we have these products at hand that can actually help keep our gut healthy, and keep us healthy. More than 1/3 of the U.S. are actually obese. So that is a lot, and back in 2011 and 2012, it was 12.7 million children that were obese from the ages of 2 to 19. So seeing that rise of obesity in adults as well as children, it should be a warning sign to letting us know that something's not right. Something's happening in the industry that's making our bodies change in a way that it shouldn't be, to the point where our digestive system is not working properly. We're getting, there's a rise in diabetes, high blood pressure, a rise in cancer in children, all of these things, different things. We have to understand that and, try to figure out why is this happening? What are we consuming that's making our bodies react in such a way? And that's very major. One thing I want to talk about is visceral fat. Visceral fat can affect so many different areas. And there's two types of fat in your body. There's subcutaneous fat and there's visceral fat. Visceral fat is that fat that's found within your body, in your abdominal area, but it's surrounding your organs. So it can affect your liver, your pancreas, your intestines, all of those different major organs within the body. Now, subcutaneous fat is the fat that's found right beneath the skin. So that fat can also be found in your legs, your thighs, your arms, those areas. But subcutaneous fat and visceral fat are both found in the abdominal section. Now, the higher the amount of visceral fat that's found in the midsection is associated with type 2 diabetes. And knowing that should spark an interest to someone to say, okay, I have this large amount of visceral fat within my midsection, and I need to actually start working out. I need to start eating right. I need to start spraying with the Slim, drinking the Trim, eating more fiber, exercising, all of these different things so that you can, reduce that visceral fat in that midsection. Now, carrying high amounts of visceral fat is also known to be associated with insulin resistance, which can lead to glucose intolerance and type 2 diabetes. But visceral fat secretes a protein, and that protein actually increases the resistance to insulin. Now, visceral fat releases fatty acids that are metabolized. What is metabolized? Basically, when your body changes food in a form that it can be used. So basically, your body metabolizes or converts your food by the liver. And the liver releases excess cholesterol into the circulation that builds up on the artery walls and blocks flow to the vital organs. So that's why this visceral fat can be so dangerous, because it's causing this excess of buildup. It can eventually cause this excessive buildup of cholesterol in the arteries, that can actually, that's the blood is flowing through our vital organs, such as our brain, our heart, all of those different things, our liver, all of those different things. So that's why it's very important that we actually take charge over our health. A lot of times my thing is, if it's not challenging, it doesn't change you. So if it's with whatever it may be, if you want to gain muscle, then you're going to have to step it up. You're going to have to challenge yourself to actually build that muscle, to gain that muscle that you want. So everything in life, nothing in life comes easy. Even to the point where if you're losing weight, it won't come easy. You have to take that extra step and challenge yourself. If you're doing a workout and after that work, you're still breathing, you're still talking and walking around and not sweating, then you're not working hard enough, so you have to build up, work even harder to get the things that you want and to burn that visceral fat as well. Now, studies show that a leaky gut can actually contribute to visceral fat. What is a leaky gut? Or what they call intestinal permeability. That is basically gaps in the membrane lining of your intestinal walls. And these gaps allow toxic substances to escape into the bloodstream. So that can be very dangerous. And with that can come swelling, can come all of these different ailments and symptoms that you may receive from that. So it's very important that we keep that visceral fat down. And with the Slim and with the Trim, we can actually do that. Why and how? The Slim actually targets that visceral fat in that midsection. Those are the things that you want to target. If you want to target that and you want to slim down in the waist, some of the things that you need to do is increase your metabolic rate. So how do you increase your metabolism and all of that? Okay, well, one thing is by B12. B12 boosts your metabolism. It gives you that extra energy. It gives you that extra energy you need to go throughout your workout, all of those different things. Now, one thing, quinoa is rich in protein as well, iron and vitamin B12. And with the quinoa that's in the Trim combined with the B Boost, that gives your body the essential vitamin B complex that it needs to carry the oxygen through the body. So that's what B12 is, essential to carry the oxygen throughout the body. And that's how it boosts your metabolism. So, I don't know if anybody knows someone who's anemic. Sometimes people that have anemia, sometimes they get very tired and fatigued. And that B vitamin, that B12 actually helps them. It helps their metabolism. It helps. And I know, me personally, I've never been diagnosed with anemia, but my iron has always been low. So just knowing that, and when I take my B boost, that helps aid in my metabolism. That helps my metabolism keep going. And it gives me that extra energy, to go throughout the day. Now, quinoa is also rich in protein, and protein actually helps the body burn fat faster, just like the amaranth is high in protein. So pretty much protein slows the body's down absorption of glucose in the body, and then it helps burn the fat faster. So that's what you want. You want products that can help you burn your fat faster, that can help you stop overeating, that'll help you feel full with the fiber from all of the active ingredients that's in trim, all of those different things, and we have these powerful, powerful products that can help aid in those areas. And then actually fiber is, amaranth is very rich in fiber. So it pretty much helps you feel full for longer hours, longer period of time. So you're not overeating. You're not wanting to eat more. The chicory, it aids in constipation. Last week we talked about, bowel movements and the importance of a healthy digestive system, and chicory helps with that. It helps decrease the swelling within the stomach, and a lot of times we have buildup, because if there's blockage within the intestinal walls caused by constipation, that can cause excess buildup. That can cause bloating feeling. That can actually cause us to feel bloated. I don't know if anybody has ever noticed that. Watch your body the next time you need to go to the restroom. Notice how your stomach looks and how it feels when you need to go to the restroom, and how it looks and feels after you go to the restroom. Watch that and monitor that. And then watch and monitor exactly when we get our trim, how does our body feel and our stomach feel, when we drink it and on a day-to-day basis. Monitor that and watch that and see, you're going to start feeling lighter because it's full of fiber. It's full of these grains and nutrients that we need, these minerals, this protein that our body actually needs to function properly and to have a healthy digestive system. It's full of inulin, which is like a probiotic. It helps your body, keep that gut clean and healthy with that good bacteria. It helps balance our body out. So it's very important that we have this trim and slim, and we share it with people, because it's life changing. This can actually help people in so many different ways. It's just amazing. I just can't wait to see exactly the results that we're going to get from the trim and the slim combined with all the other sprays that we have already. That's just a major thing. Now, one thing I also wanted to talk about was I'm kind of stuck on, the importance of knowing what we're putting in our body. Now, that is just so important. There's nothing more than I can say than that. It's just so important. And knowing that, a lot of times visceral fat is caused by, some of the things that we're eating, a lot of this processed foods that we're eating. We're not eating enough of the right foods. We're not eating enough of the grains, the minerals, that we need. We're not getting that from the fruits and the vegetables that we need. And so knowing that we're not eating enough of the right things, a lot of that visceral fat is caused by eating processed foods. And nowadays, there's so many things. Processed foods are everywhere. And GMOs, genetically modified organisms, are pretty much found in 90% of all processed foods nowadays. Now, the government and the USDA, they're not actually labeling the foods as GMOs. And to me, that's a problem because I want to know what I'm eating. I want to know what I'm feeding my children. So if we're not aware that we're consuming GMOs, then it could cause major problems. The U.S. is the number one manufacturer of GMOs with around the world. There's so many countries that have banned GMOs outside of their country. And once we educate ourselves and realize, okay, well, why why is there a rise in diseases in the U.S., and what are they doing to our foods? And they're not having the same rise of diseases and sicknesses in these other countries, that are not, following the same practices as our manufacturers and government and all of these higher companies are doing. There's 3 types of GMOs. The first type is a GMO. It's called a BT toxin. It's pretty much found in corn, soy, cotton, all of those things. But it's a registered pesticide. So basically what it does, it kills everything that eats it. It kills the bugs that tries to, eat this plant. So the plants they're on the ground, they're growing, but pretty much it kills the bugs that is around it, but it can't be washed off. It can't be removed no matter what. And this is genetically modified organ. So it's injected with this trait of this actual toxin. And pretty much when the bugs eat it, their stomachs explode. So imagine if we're eating this same plant, this same GMO, BT toxin, this genetically modified organism that contains this BT toxin, what is it doing to us? Is it causing problems in our digestive system? And knowing that the digestive system, 70% of our immune system is located in the digestive tract. Just imagine if 70% of our immune system is in the digestive tract, and we're consuming things that actually in a bug will actually make their stomach explode. What is it causing within our intestines? Another GMO is Roundup Ready. It's pretty much injected with this trait, Roundup Ready, which is a herbicide, so that the plant will never die. Everything around it, the bugs, the worms, the insects, all of those will die, but it won't. But guess what it does? It destroys the good gut bacteria within our body. And without that, we cannot produce tryptophan, which produce serotonin. And then which serotonin regulates the body's blood sugar. So in turn, there's a rise in diabetes. Because if we're consuming, this GMO that contains this trait of Roundup Ready that's killing the gut bacteria, which in turn, plays a major effect of our production of tryptophan in the body, as well as serotonin, then we cannot properly regulate our blood sugar, to the point where we have to be on this medication, for diabetes, all of these different things. We have to educate ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's a system. It's a system out there, and it's out there to make money. There's a healthcare system out there to make money. There is a food industry that's out there to make money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you have government officials, you have officials from different industries that have worked at previous industries that are now on the other side, that are approving all of these different things that are in our foods, but they're benefiting, from this in profit, so they're benefiting from it, but we're not. We're not benefiting from these different things that they're doing to our foods. The last GMO is what they call a desired trait. A desired trait is pretty much something, if you want a desired, if you want the tomato to taste a certain way, if you want the fruit, an apple to taste a certain way, to look a certain color, that's a desired trait. But guess what? In this desired trait, there's 2 ends, and it's waking up genes within our bodies that may be lying dormant within our bodies, but it's waking those genes up. It's waking them up. And that's a problem. And that's why we've also seen like a rise with children in cancer. Now cancer is the #1 killer in children. And why? I believe it's because of the foods that we're consuming. I believe it's because what are we eating? What are they feeding our children in the school system? All of those different things. So education is the key. The last time I talked about, GMOs and the food industry and what we're consuming, Dr. Anita Poole, she mentioned one documentary. I mentioned Foods Inc. that I watched on Netflix that's out there, and she mentioned BOT. I found that on YouTube. The full documentary is on YouTube, and just understanding what's in our food. What is this? What industry are we living in? What world are we living in? Is it about just money and making profit? Or is it really about helping somebody? To me, I'm glad to be a part of 10 because it's about helping people. It's about helping people change their lives, getting to the root of the problem. We don't want to necessarily, my thing is, if God put the herbs and the plants on the ground for the healing of the nations. You know what I'm saying? And we have that. We're using that. We're using the quinoa. We're using the amaranth. We're using all of those things, the chicory. We have those things, those minerals that comes from the ground. Incorporate those in your day-to-day living, and you'll see changes in your life. There's been a rise in autism in children. All of these different things. My thing is I have to watch what I feed my children because I know that a lot of sugars, all of these different things, play a major role in their behavior. And a lot of times, if we just change what we eat, that will change so many different things in our lives. We'll start feeling better. We'll have more energy. Our bodies start reacting. Our immune system starts waking up. Our digestive system will start working properly. If we just put the right things within our body, we have to stay positive about everything we do. I had somebody, when I put them on the meal plan, and the sprays, the sprays were simple. All they had to do was spray. But when they saw the meal plan, they were like, oh, my goodness, what is this? I don't think I'm going to like this. I'm going to need more than this to eat. No, you're not. This is going to be more than enough to eat. And they came back to me and said, this is more than enough for me to eat. Everything on here, I'm beginning to enjoy, and it's good, and it's healthy for me, and I stay full. And sometimes I can't even eat everything that's on the meal plan. A lot of times we eat so much things that have no nutritional value. That's where all of our weight gain is occurring, is because we're consuming things that has no nutritional value. Our body is not benefiting from it in no type of way. But guess what? We start incorporating healthy things in our bodies. We start incorporating the Trim by 10 on a day-to-day basis. If you want to lose weight, you start incorporating the Slim in addition to that. If you need energy, you want to boost your metabolism, want that extra energy to go work out, incorporate that beat boost, that cell energy in with that. If you have inflammation with the body, you're dealing with anxiety and stress, incorporate that Super 10. All of those different things. That vitamin D is so vital because it plays a major role in every organ within the body. Healthy organ function, incorporate that vitamin D. We have something in hand that no other company has. And we can make powerful moves with what we have. We can change people's lives. And I'm going to end with this. Having a healthy mind is just as important as having a healthy body. Thank you, Dr. Denise.
Boy, I'm clapping. That was some wonderful information, Shakena. Shakena, do you by any chance have a book that you put together with these healthy meals and what it looks like? So you incorporate the sprays. You give your clients the sprays to take, but you also give them the meals. Do you have anything put together like a book or a website where, post and...
Well, every meal that I create for each client is customized based upon their needs. So whether they're diabetic, it's customized based upon their diabetic needs. If they have high blood pressure, it's based upon that. If they are vegetarian, it's just customized based upon their needs, based upon their age, their height, their weight, their activity level, all of those things. So it can vary upon, clients.
Wow, that is some good stuff that you're doing there. I love how you're incorporating all that with the vitamin sprays. And I want to ask you one other thing because I know you talked about the different types of fat. And I know that I've heard it said before that there is, particularly with men, they get this, not all men, of course, guys, I'm not attacking men, but I'm just saying, they get this, what they call a pot belly. Now, there's two different types of fat bellies. There's a pot belly, but then there's the type of belly that men have where they say that they're in danger of diabetes. And that's pretty much a sign that they should either go check to make sure they don't have diabetes, or that's a sign that they may get it if they don't get that in control. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. And one thing is, any fat that's excessive, and I believe it's any fat, if your waistline, I forget that amount of inches, but any excess fat within the midsection can be dangerous, because again, we can't know what's visceral fat and what's subcutaneous fat unless there's a CT scan performed. That's how it's actually to know exactly whether it's visceral fat or subcutaneous fat. But the best way, if you have excess fat within the mid or belly section, it could be subcutaneous or visceral, or even both, because both is found in that area. But the best thing that you can do is start working out, start eating right, start exercising, making sure you're using the bathroom constantly on a consistent basis, to decrease that circumference within that abdominal area.
Wow. You know what? And I pray that everyone is hearing here exactly how much research and thought and detail has really been put in the Slim by 10 and in the Trim by 10. Because, and Shakina, you know this, the Slim by 10 attacks one area first.
Mm-hmm.
It attacks that fat in the belly. That's the first area that, because of the glycemic convulsion, that's the first area that it attacks. Then, of course, the Trim by 10, and you heard Shakina say that your immune system starts in your digestive tract. And the Trim by 10 does what? It helps that gut, it helps that digestive area, it helps in the area of making sure that you are staying healthy in that area. And I'm just thinking about, wow, Team Effort Network really did. Melanie Miguel put the thought and the research into the products that we have to really help people get healthier and better, because there's so many with diabetes and high cholesterol and high sugar levels. And we have heard, we've received already so many testimonies of people who've had diabetes and how the vitamin sprays alone have helped with that. But now that we have the Trim by 10, the fiber-based drink, and all the other wonderful ingredients that's in it, how that is going to make a difference in everyone's health as well. We have a wonderful product. We have an amazing product. And these calls are worth letting your friends listening to, and your guests, and those that you have a concern with, to hear, so they can get better. I think now everyone that you know that have that little pot belly, without offending them, let them listen to the call. Maybe give them something to check into before a condition gets worse. Shakina Day, thank you so very much. You are so appreciated. We love everything you bring to the call. And I know you have a website for those who may want to reach you to get more information in regards to healthy meals and how the vitamin sprays work along with that. You want to get that?
Yes, it's not up and running right now. It should be in the next few days, but I'll give it to everybody on the next call. But anybody want any information, you can email me at resultsbyday@gmail.com.
Resultsbyday@gmail.com. Thank you. Well, let's go out to the UK with Dr. Anita Poole. Dr. Poole, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
I can. I love when we get good information that we can share with people who, may be dealing with that. Because you see those little pot bellies on folks, and I've heard before that that's like a watch out sign. You got to watch out because there may be some diabetes there, but just know that we have something that can help with it. It makes you feel like you're really in a good place.
Absolutely. These are such fantastic calls, and we are really, really privileged to have Shakina on the calls, weekly, giving us this valuable information, top nutritionist, top personal trainer, husband top NFL player. I mean, it doesn't get healthier than that, doesn't it? It's absolutely fantastic. And to have them in Team Effort Network, promoting the products, training on the products, sharing the products, and the income opportunity, it's absolutely fantastic. And, you know, I so agree with everything Shakina was saying. In fact, they're talking about bringing in waist measurements as a regular thing to monitor health, so that when you go to your general doctor, not only will they do all the other parameters, but they'll actually do the waist measurements. That's what they're talking about here in the UK and possibly America as well. And then obviously it would go worldwide as a normal thing that doctors would do, because they're saying that that belly fat is so incredibly important, you know, in terms of improving health, to remove that belly fat. And there's a big association between belly fat and ill health. So, you know, incredibly important. And in fact, I saw this documentary that it's incredible what the food industry, you know, how much power the food and sugar industry has on government and even medical parameters. I saw that, in fact, the way the BMI, the body mass index, the criteria of what is actually overweight and what is a normal weight, what is underweight, the food industry has such huge lobbying power. They have even been part of some of those settings in a circuitous way. You know, the way BMI was actually set, it was set by the World Health Organization at a conference in 1995. So it's, you know, quite a long time ago now. But these food and drink giants, you know, we're talking about multinational, huge corporations. They have huge lobbying power, and they are everywhere. You know, they go to these kinds of meetings, they go to these conferences, and in fact, part of this documentary tracked back that even the setting of what is obesity seems to have coincidentally coincided with the increase in sugar in foods, basically. So, and also it coincided with products being brought out for the slimming industry, and these were artificial products that were being brought out. Now, what we have obviously here is natural products to help people improve their metabolism and improve their weight, you know, in terms of reducing weight, and in fact, even for the underweight people, to increase their nutrition. So we've got something huge in our hands. So what I'm describing here is, you know, I'm not saying this is definitely everything that's happened, but what this documentary was indicating is that because of the huge lobbying power, there was almost an artificial market made. You make people fat and unhealthy, and then you give them the slimming products, the artificial slimming products. You basically create a demand, then you give them the product that's going to solve their problem. You make them ill, then you give them pharmaceuticals to so-called resolve their problem. We all know that pharmaceuticals can, in some cases, have side effects that then lead to other complications. And then what doctors do is they then give them other products, other pharmaceuticals to solve those problems. So really what we're describing is huge multinationals in the pharmaceutical industry, huge multinationals in the food and drug industry that are almost, in some instances, I'm not saying all, you know, we've all got to take responsibility for our own health, but in some instances, they've actually created certain problems in order to market a product to give them that solution. So, and how they've done it is in unnatural ways. And we have, with our fantastic 5 oral sprays, fantastic natural vitamins, natural minerals, natural antioxidants, and other natural products, plus the Trim by 10 drink, tasty nutritional drink, packed with nutrition and packed with things that can help with fiber, with prebiotics to improve the actual gut flora and to improve slimming. So, you know, incredibly important, our products. In fact, I even saw something that if you take a lot of the things that are sold in pharmacists and chemists, many of them actually don't work. It's just that it's very, very slick marketing, very, very slick advertising. For example, they tested something called, for example, you'll see on different packets things to do with deep heat for pain relief, etc. Now, I'm not naming any particular companies. I'm not naming any particular trademarks, etc. But just the words deep heat, that would conjure up a painkiller that can produce heat in your body. Well, actually, there isn't a painkiller that can produce heat in your body. You know, it's all fictitious. It's all fictitious marketing. Even things like cough syrups, cough medicines, they did some studies. They actually found just the simple natural solutions that our parents used to use years ago, like just hot lemon and honey. That actually works, in some cases, even better. So really what this documentary was saying, go for the natural solutions. The natural solutions do work. We've got to just remember that they are out there. And of course, our TEN sprays and our Trim by 10 drink, we're making it easy for people to actually have these natural solutions. In fact, I even saw the Oxford Junior Dictionary, and as you all know, Oxford and Cambridge are they're the top universities, some of the top universities, along up there with Harvard, Yale, etc. Now, the Oxford Junior Dictionary is actually published by the Oxford Press, which is the Oxford University Press, which is all in that area. It's very highly regarded. They have actually taken out words, natural words, natural plant and herb words like bluebell, buttercup, catkin, hazel, kingfisher, conkers, cowslip. Now, some of these actually have natural medicinal properties. They've replaced it with IT words and media words like celebrity, blog, bullet point, MP3 player, voicemail, these sorts of IT words. The world, even for the youngsters, the pressure on them to move from natural to unnatural is huge. We've got to reverse that. We've got to reverse it back from unnatural to natural, and that's what we can do with the TEN sprays. But we can do it with health, and we can do it with wealth. They say, a Chinese proverb, he who takes medicine and neglects his diet wastes the skills of his doctors. And Shekina has really trained us well on how important diet is and natural health. William James said, act as if you make a difference, because it does. And we know what we have makes a big difference. We've got the testimonials. We don't claim to treat, cure, or prevent, but we've got fantastic testimonials. Ayn Rand said, the question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. We go all out, folks. Og Mandino, and I know you're a great fan of Og, Denise, said, always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. So plant the seeds and go big time. Back to you, Denise.
That's right, Dr. Fu. Plant those seeds and go big time. Thank you for that so very much. And ShakenaDay, thank you once again for everything you bring to the call every Wednesday. Phenomenal call. And once again, thank you to Trey Whitener, who graciously record these calls so that we can have them at put them in your toolbox to use to share with people who really need to hear if they may be dealing with a health challenge. And the great thing about it, we may have a spray for that. Great thing about it. Well, family, it's been a great call. Do not forget to join Don Joseph tonight, along with Lord Gibson and Renetta Hall. They do a call tonight starting 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific. That is West Coast time. But if you're up late on the East Coast, it's always a good call to listen into. They're very pumped, enthusiastic, motivated. They share testimonies, talk about the product, the compensation plan, and it's just a wonderful way to end the day and to get a guest on that may be up wanting to learn more about what's happening in 10. Maybe late at night is a good time to get some folks. Some people like to come to the end of the day and then listen to the thing. So that's a great call for them to listen in on tonight, the same number. And also, don't forget, if you have not already, I sure hope you have, like the Facebook page, Team Effort Network Facebook page. Like that page so you can keep up to date with everything that's coming from corporate, along with the videos that are being displayed and that's being released every day from Robert Hickens. They're wonderful videos to listen to. They're inspiring, they're uplifting, they're encouraging, and it's a good tool also to share with your guests and friends. Well, that's it, and congratulations to those who received a paycheck today. That means you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, out there sharing the great things that are happening. So take that paycheck and remember what Mel Gill said. Save it, put it aside, let it build up, and put it towards something that you've been waiting for. And I'm telling you, next week, it's going to be a big old payday for us. We're going to be so happy. Those who took advantage of the Go Platinum, oh my goodness. That's going to be a day to celebrate. Well, family, that's the end of the call. And as I say, get out this song and get out there and go share the wonderful news that you just heard here on the Team Effort Lifestyle Hall, and be back with us again tomorrow morning to hear more great things. Know this, you are loved, you are appreciated. Have a blessed and prosperous day on purpose.